to wrap up kind of the trades, I know we're kind of going into the NFL now.
More trades.
Myles Garrett requested trades from the Browns. He said in his statement, I want to win a Super Bowl. I want to win a championship. I love the Browns. I love everything they've done for me. And he has a lot of, I mean, they have no idea what they're doing at quarterback. They're in cap hell right now.
They're rebuilding.
So it makes sense to why a guy like him is going, all these great years I've had, I want to play for a championship.
He's been in the league 8 years already.
Yeah.
He's not young. So yeah, I 100% agree. And this is, I think either his camp came out with it. I don't think he said it himself, but this is not a tactic to get a bigger deal from the Browns. He does not want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
He wants to win. And so, I mean, just go down the list of teams that make the most sense, but Vegas gave the best odds.
There's one team on here that I don't see that if I was them, I would throw.
What's the team?
Everything. You can read out the teams, and then I'll say my team.
So right now, the Commanders have the best odds to land him, which I think makes a shit ton of sense.
Yeah.
So way too much sense.
Young quarterback, look what they did. That's very attractive to Myles Garrett.
I really think that it may end up being the Commanders regardless, but just to have fun with it, the Raiders also have some good odds. That makes a little less sense.
Yeah.
Really not at all. The Lions, I don't really...
I could see the Lions.
I could, maybe, yes. But
Myles Garrett and Hutchinson.
It could be nasty. Oof. I don't know how their cap's looking, though, because Myles Garrett is on
So
a
here's
very
my other
large
question
contract.
that I asked you and I asked in our group. If he truly wants to win a Super Bowl, then to me, is that, hey, I want to win a Super Bowl, I want to go to a team, and that's my goal? Or, hey, I want a good team, but I also want a shit ton of money because I'm Myles Garrett?
Yeah.
So what do you think in his brain of I've made my money. I've been in the league 8 years. I've done all this stuff. Now I want to win. So even if I go to a team where I'm not making probably as much money as I should be, I want to win because I want to be on a winning team.
If he's sincere about that, then he's going to get traded to the Eagles. That's my thought on it.
So
100%.
So the other one that I would also say is if I was the Falcons, I would throw everything at that guy. You also have Kirk Cousins to trade
to the Browns
because the Browns
need a bridge quarterback.
So
now that Deshaun Watson is,
there's also some crap that came up with Kirk Cousins that we could talk about a little later.
Yes,
but if I was the Falcons, I would throw everything I possibly could. But again, I do think he wants to go to the Falcons and views them as a Super Bowl championship contending team.
Well, it is Atlanta, so I don't know that you can say Super Bowl and Atlanta.
But I'm just letting you know that that's what he said.
Yeah.
So yes, do the Falcons make sense? Yes, do they need a pass rusher? Yes, if that's what they've been missing on defense this whole time for the past 5 years.
I feel like it's more realistic for the Falcons to go after a guy like Khalil Mack. Yeah. He'll be a lot less money. I don't know.
He might get maybe
so
2 years out of him.
Rushers though this year in the draft.
That
I think they're going to be able to get a couple good ones in the draft.
Well, we said that last year, and then the guy that we told them they should have picked is now probably going to be the defensive rookie of the year. So,
they did pick Michael Penix though. So
well, Michael Penix was the security blanket.
I like Penix a lot. Yeah. So, I mean, the other teams, Dawson, how would you feel about the Patriots going after him?
I mean, I think it'd be cool.
And then drafting the Arizona receiver at 4.
It'd be cool, but I don't think he views us as a championship caliber team right now.
Not
with
yet.
A rookie quarterback, a new head coach.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think the Eagles, if he's looking at all these teams, if he truly does not care who he goes to.
Or the Chiefs.
The Eagles or the Chiefs.
I don't think the Browns trade him.
Or Washington. Washington's a really good one.
I think Washington
would be cool.
The Bears and Packers are listed up here. I think the Packers, realistically, those two teams right there, I think are in the running for Khalil Mack. I don't think that either team, for one, the Bears have made this mistake before. This is exactly what we did with the Khalil Mack trade. Literally, like to the T, this is exactly what happened. We had a young QB, second-year head coach, a roster that you think is almost complete and just needs a couple more pieces. So why not compensate and bring one big piece that can make your defense whole? And doesn't matter how many picks we give up, because that fucked us over for a while. It also put us in cap hell. It strapped us for money for the next 3 or 4 years and sent us into a rebuild because we never won a Super Bowl with him. Yeah. And then we had to trade him anyways. Yeah. So as much as I would love Myles Garrett, I have thought about it. it makes 0 sense for the Bears.
That's
to do
kind of where I'm
all.
at too. As much as I would love it, as cool as it would be, because everyone loves all these big names.
Those big trades rarely work out.
Yeah.
They rarely do. Yet they cause a ton of buzz when they happen, but
Of course, because it's big name players.
Almost never fucking works out the way you want it to.
Yeah.
It like 2 times out of 10 does it.
Yeah.
It's
well, the next one, the other big name that is
this
out
one
there.
I know you want.
I see, but we talked about it yesterday. Cooper Kupp. The Rams came out and said, "Hey, we're going to be trading you
sooner rather than later."
But we're not just going to ship you off to nowhere. Like we're going to communicate with you. We're going to get you somewhere, and you get to pick. So,
but this is going to happen in the next few weeks.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised. But some of these teams, like the Steelers, the Bengals, the Commanders, to go on to my Patriots, would I love it? Yes, I love Cooper Kupp.
It makes a lot of sense.
He's been amazing. I know everyone will joke,
hey,
the Patriots get another white receiver. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Another Edelman.
They've got another.
I think he's destined to be a Tennessee Titan. Old, aging receiver that's won a ring, done everything already.
Well,
people are starting
another
to forget
one
about.
that you mentioned, again, is the Commanders.
The Commanders.
The Commanders with Terry playing the outside, because I don't know if Terry plays a ton in the slot. Maybe he did just because he kind of had to. But you put Cooper on that team. Let Terry run the outside. Cooper motioning back and forth like he did on the Rams on the inside, help with the run game. That would be a scary little duo right there as well.
2 teams that have pretty high odds to land him, and I think also one makes a little less sense than the other, but the Chargers and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Chargers make less sense because you have Ladd McConkey, but the Broncos could be a sleeper team.
I agree.
Absolutely could be a sleeper team. AFC team. Rams are not going to give a shit trading him over to the AFC.
Yeah.
They just made the playoffs. They're young as hell. Sean Payton is going to scheme him open.
Yeah.
He's going to,
I agree.
unless he, stays hurt.
I agree.
His back half of the year, fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like he was bad.
Well, and I just think too, like this is another one of those players that he's going to want to go to a team that has a chance of winning now. And I just don't know if the Patriots are that team right now. So
not yet.
No,
but the Patriots have every resource available to them to turn it around in a year.
This is very true.
And they have the coach.
Kind of the same way the Commanders did, where you never know. We could maybe be the Commanders of next year.
Exactly.
With our coach, with our now second-year quarterback, get some good pieces in there. It's just, at 32 years old, injury-prone.
He realistically...
I love Cooper. He's got a big name.
Yeah.
He's always been one of my favorites. I just don't know if it makes the most sense.
I can't believe he's already 32.
I know.
I know. Time flies.
We're getting old.
Time flies.